To my video. I am Preetham Kundu. We are starting the conditional sentence. Conditional sentence is one of the important English grammar chapters, and there are a lot of questions is coming from the conditional sentence in different competitive exams, and the question is mainly from the error detections, fill in the blank, sentence improvement in these sections also. So actually the candidates what is doing actually in the conditional sentence, they if they don't know the conditional sentence, they do the future both the clauses. In the conditional sentence there are two clauses. One is called conditions, and in other clause, that is the subordinate clause, there is the effect of the conditional sentence. But mainly the students do it by future do it by use the future tense in the both cases, but it would have been reminded that the main clause never be in the future form. The main clause must be in the present form or the past form, and the effect, that means what is its result, it may be in the future or in the according to the sense of the sentence. So let me start the conditional sentence. Conditional sentence are mainly the three types. First one is the realistic conditional, second one is unreal conditions, and third one is past conditional. Actually, the matter is in the realistic conditional sentence. First, I am telling that there is the two clause. One is the main clause, and another is subordinate clause. Main clause, that is MC, and subordinate clause, that is SC. Here is the matter is that in all the cases, the main clause it never be in future form. Actually, we are doing wrong in we are doing the future tense in the main clause, but it never be in the future tense. It must be in the present tense according to the sentence. In the first realistic conditional, the main clause must be in the present form or the simple present form. The unreal condition, here the main clause is in the simple present or present indefinite, and the past conditional, it is in the past perfect form. And the next part, that is the subordinate clause. Subordinate clause is according to the sense. So let us start one by one, discuss these three types of conditional sentence, and let's see that what is the structure and how it is formed. First one is the realistic conditional sentence. It's in the, let's see the structure. It's the main clause is in the present form, its main clause is in the present tense or the simple present. Next one is the subject, and after that the verb will be according to the sense of the subject. So let's see the rules. What rules is for realistic conditional? The first one is if and present tense, and second one is verb can be changed according to the sense of the sentence. Actually, what type of sentence is this realistic conditional? Realistic conditional, I just want to say in Bengali that যদি আমি বিলিনিয়ার হই তাহলে আমি গরিবদের হেল্প করব, আর যদি আমি ড্রাইভার হই যদি আমি পড়াশোনা করি তাহলে আমি সাকসেস পাবো. This type of sentence is called a realistic conditional sentence. Let's see some example of this. This is not the example, this is one type of error correction. Let's see what is the error correction is there. If you will work hard, here if you will work hard you will succeed it. First one is that here the sentence in the first, what I am telling, that the sentence of the main clause must be in the present tense, but here if you will work hard, this is the conditions, that if you work hard you will succeed. So the problem is in this area, that if you will work hard you will succeed. Now next take another example. If the Ola driver doesn't come to pick me up, I shall have cancelled the booking. Here the first section, that if Ola driver does not come, so this section is right. To pick me up, this section is right, and I shall, here this right, but there is that I shall have cancelled the booking. So there may be that I shall have. So if there is the have, there must be cancelled is in here, because this is the past, this is the future perfect. have, that will be cancelled. But you have to remind it that here shall have is not possible. It is in the simple present form. So it would be that I shall cancel the booking. If the Ola driver does not come to pick me up, I shall. This have will not be. Sorry, a problem is here. So remove the have is here. Next one. If you wish to complete your work on time, you will have to work faster. So here, if you wish to complete, so this form is in the present form, and next one is you will have to work faster. Here, that is the you will have to work faster. Will, then the present form of the verb, that is have verb present form is have, and have to we are using, there is the infinitive that work for. So this sentence is completely right. So there is no error in this sentence. Now come on the unreal condition. What is unreal condition? The unreal condition is that type of conditions that যদি আমি এটা হতাম তাহলে আমি এটা করতাম, যদি আমি ডাক্তার হতাম তাহলে আমি রোগীদের হেল্প করতাম, যদি আমি মিলেনিয়ার হতাম তাহলে আমি সবাইকে হেল্প করতাম, যদি আমি গাড়ি চালাতে পারতাম আমি তোমাদের ঘুরতে নিয়ে যেতাম. This type of sentence is called a unreal condition. So let's see the rules. The unreal conditions in the simple past, and there will be the were form. There is no use of was in the simple past. In the simple past we do that I was a doctor, so it is not I were a doctor. So it must be memorize that. Next one is don't use the shall, will, may, must in the subordinate clause. The subordinate clause never be in the shall, will. In the realistic condition there is the use of shall, may, should, but in the real conditions there will be no use of shall, will, may. There is the use of its past form. Will first form is would, may past form is might, can past form is could, and after that the present form, that is verb 1, this means the first form of the verb is in here. So let's see the example. If I were a millionaire. So actually the sentence if I was, but in the simple past, in the unreal conditions, I were would be the right form. This is the right really, and I would help. যদি আমি কোটিপতি হতাম তাহলে আমি পড়তে হেল্প করতাম. Next see the example. Okay, I can write this sentence in the realistic form. If I am a billionaire. So billionaire is not a very tough matter. Anyone may be billionaire. So this is the realistic form. If I am a billionaire, যদি আমি billionaire হতাম তাহলে I will help the poor. তাহলে আমি poorদের help করতাম. Next another example. If I were a bird, I would fly very high. Here I am giving this 3 examples because of this, that if I were a bird, but here it is not possible if I am a bird, because any man can be a bird, any man may be the millionaire. It is not a very tough matter, but a man be a bird, it is not possible. So that is the unreal condition. This is the difference between unreal condition and realistic condition. So let's see some examples. If my brother came on time, he might go to the picnic. So if my brother came on time, that is in the present form, past form, and he might, this is totally right. And next one, if it did not rain, we would play a match. So here is also, this is the past form, and would play is here, the would, and then the first form of the verb, that is the play. So this sentence is right. Now see that in another way we can use the unreal conditions, that we don't use the if. So what is it? That is we do it in the inversion form. That is see the example, that is while the auxiliary verb is in the front of the subject, and then the all things are same. This while will be the if I were a doctor, I would make the treatment. That means if I were a doctor and were I a doctor, these are same things. Were I a doctor or if I were a doctor. So here we are not using the if. If you don't want to eliminate the if in here, so what you do, you just use the were in front of the I, and then this is meaning is as same as if I were a doctor. So here this is when this one is really right. Now come on the next. Were I a doctor, I would make the treatment to the patient free of cost. Now come on the past conditional. What is past conditional sentence? Let's see its structure. It structures if the had V3, that is in the, if the main clause is in the past perfect form, and there will be the use of could have. Here is the difference. The past conditional sentence there is would, but there was the verb, very first one form. But here this would be the have plus v3, that is means this is the perfect form, because the main clause is in the past perfect. In the in the unreal condition there was main clause was in the past form, but in here this is the perfect form, so that is why here will be the also the perfect form. Or if we don't use to had, so same thing is that we have to here had is a auxiliary verb, we just had in front of the subject, then so on. This would be the same meaning of. So let's see the example. If he had worn a helmet at the time of driving, he would not have failed. যদি সে হেলমেটটি পরতো তাহলে তার accident হতো না. Here see that the two conditions both are in the past form, that is he had the helmet, this is also past form. যদি সে পরতো, next one said you would have died, তাহলে এটাও কিন্তু past form. যদি সে হেলমেট পরতো তাহলে সে মরতো না, because these two sentences all have already done in the past. There is no future sense. Next one, had he wanted. So here if is you, so had is in front of the you. If had you wanted to reach on time, then the you should, then have, then gone the should, then have v3 form is here, then instead of in your car. So take some examples and do some exercises in here. If he came to me, I would have given him my card. If he came to me, I would have given him my card. There is that if we see the first sentence, if he came, this is the past form, then I would have, when I would have given, this is the past form. So this is according to the unrealistic conditionals, that is the third conditional sentence what I am telling. So here the if he came, so it would be that if he had came, because this must be in the perfect form. Next one is that had he invited me, I would have attended the function. Had he invited me, so this is in the perfect form, so I would have attended this function. I would have attended, that is have v3 the function. So I think this is the no error is here. Now if he had called me, I would. So what is the last conditional sentence what I am telling? If he had called me, this is the perfect form, so there would be I would, then what, then have plus v3 form, but is here I would inform him. So the sentence is error is in here. So what would be the error? I would have informed him. Yes, I would have informed him. Next one, if he will work hard, he will surely get the job of his choice. So what I am telling in the first, that maximum people do it wrong by doing the future in the both clauses. Here the you will. So what I am telling, the main clause never be in the future form. It may be the present, past or past perfect, but it can't never be in the future form. So he will is in here. So from this it is very sure that this is in the realistic condition. So what would be that? Here the if he works hard in here. So let's see, if he works hard, he will surely get the job of this choice. Next one, unless I don't see his ticket, I will not let him sit here. যদি না আমি টিকিট দেখিস তার I will not let him sit, তাকে বসতে দেব না. Here this is not the conditional sentence problem. Actually this is the one problem of the English grammar, that is unless. If there is the unless, there is no use of negative sentences in here. Unless I see his ticket, I will not let him sit. So here after the unless there will be the don't नहीं होगा, that unless I see his ticket I will not Next, another example, another exercise is that before the police will came, you should have better get the anticipatory bell. So here is the before you will come, you should. So the another again this if before the police will came, again this form. So what would be its error corrections before the police came? So I'm again telling the main clause never be in the future form. Next, take another example. We will come to know the truth after the investigation finished. So here is that the sentence, it is some tricky one, that we will come to know the truth after the investigation finished. Investigation finished. So here what is the condition? Condition is the investigation finished. Here the main clause is after the subordinate clause. So here investigation is finished, that is in past form, and here what is unreal condition is there. If it is in the past form, it is in the past form, so what would be this? The investigations has finished. I think I can understand, I can give you make you understand that we will come to know the truth, আমরা জানতে পারবো after the investigation has finished. That means you must have to do this one in the perfect form. Next one, until the train will not get the signal, we will not leave the platform. Again the same thing is there. Until যতক্ষণ না train will not get the, so until the train gets the signal, until unless this is meaning is in the negative. So after the negative there is no use of another negative, because negative and again another negative according to the mathematics. So minus minus it would be plus. So here is the sentence in the negative form, unless is until is already given, so you don't have to use the another negative is in the form. Next one we see the what is the exercise. If he had money, যদি তার মানি থাকতো, if I had money I will have lent it to her, তাহলে আমি তার জন্য এটা কিনে আনতাম. If I had money. So first time tell me that what is if I had. So what is this is first you have to know that this is in the simple present or past perfect. If I had, if after the had there is the another verb, so this would be in the perfect form, but here had is the main verb of this clause, so that is had is the past form of the had, so this is the past conditional or unreal conditional sentence. So this is in the past, so if the main clause in the past, so next the subordinate clause must be would, should, could, but in here it is in will, so the correction would be I would have lent it to her. Next and the last exercise is that if I was you I would not tolerate him for the moment. In the unreal conditional sentence I tell you that there will be no use of was in here, so it must be in the while. If I were you I would not, যদি আমি তোমার তুমি হতাম তাহলে আমি এটা সহ্য করতাম না. So that's all. Thank you for watching my video. If you really get some benefit from this video, I will request you, please give me a thumbs up. At the bottom of the video there is a thumbs up sign, and give me one like. And if you want to get this type of video from and when I update the new video, so please subscribe the bell button under this below this video. So